What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Sports Talk with Brodes. Today we are taking a phone call in regards to the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, I know the Phillies are hot right now. This phone call was sent to me during the most recent tough times with this squad. And even though we are winning series, this team clearly has some sort of issue, right? I mean, this team is winning baseball games. We're not in the worst situation in the world. But at the end of the day, we look around and say, there is a problem with this team. And this phone call maybe discusses that issue. Now, if you want to send a phone call to me, the link is in the description on how to do it. It is so simple. You use your cell phone, you use your voice recording app, and you send it to sportsandbrodes@gmail.com. But before you go rush and do that, let's take a listen to this wonderful phone call.
Hey Brodes, it's me, Ocean here. So I just wanted to talk about the recent struggles the Phillies are having, and I feel that it has to do with the team not having enough veterans. I say this because I wouldn't consider Odubel and Nola veterans yet. I mean, they've played in the majors for 3 or 4 years, but I mean, if you look at Arrieta and Carlos Santana, they're players that have played in the postseason and the World Series. And honestly, with the Phillies having just 2 veterans, it's not enough. We could look at Tommy Hunter, but Tommy Hunter is not great this year. Neshek's also a veteran, but he's on the DL. He's not helping. So when we see Santana and Arrieta try to lead the team, it doesn't work. And with such an inexperienced manager in Gabe Kapler, he doesn't really understand that the team needs veteran players. So I feel like as the trade deadline approaches in July, or even they need to sign some veteran like Machado or Moustakas or whoever is on the market. I mean, even if they did it in the offseason, it would benefit the Phillies in the long run because, honestly, there is no way the Phillies will be postseason contenders this year.
Thank you so much for the phone call. Now, listen, there's obviously a problem with this team. It's clearly on the bullpen at this point. Like I said, this phone call was left during our recent struggles where it was really, really ugly and hideous. We were getting blown out by the Brewers and all that. So this was sent to me before this 4-game series win streak. But he's not wrong. We do lack leaders and veterans. I mean, I do think Odubel Herrera is a little bit more of a veteran than this caller is giving him credit for. And you can see that in his play. I mean, if you name one person on this squad that is the best player right now, it's clearly Odubel Herrera with that fantastic start and even that stretch that he's putting together right now. I think Odubel Herrera is a veteran, and I do think Aaron Nola is a little bit more of a veteran as well. Not to their degree, not to Carlos Santana, Jake Arrieta, but when all said and done, it's not enough. You're right, and we do need to make a move. It's clear as day we need to make a move, and I think this team is attractive enough where, you know, good players around the league are going to say that they have a young, solid core. I mean, we are one of the youngest teams in the MLB. I think on Sunday Night Baseball, they were even talking about it. It might have even said second youngest baseball team in the MLB. So to do what we're doing now, yeah, we are lacking veterans. We are. But we're growing as a young unit right now. And with that being said, we are attracting players. We do need to go out and get a Machado or something. We really do need to attack this bullpen. Originally, during this tough stretch, I was saying, man, we need to figure out hitting. We need to go grab a hitter, which we still need to do, don't get me wrong. But this bullpen has hit a whole nother level, an insane other level. I mean, I'm hearing Cole Hamels might come back, and that's awesome. Does that push someone like Vince Velasquez back into the bullpen, which would help that situation out a little bit? Yeah, I would think so. Obviously, one of the guys have to leave for Cole Hamels to jump in, so we do need to attack more veterans to make this playoff push what it is. I mean, I'm not sitting here thinking, wow, the Phillies are going to do it this year. If we do make the playoffs, in my opinion, it's a wild card spot. Maybe we win that game, maybe, but after that, you know, I mean, it's not like we're going anywhere farther this season. So this to me is, you look at this season as a whole and say, okay, how can we let these players grow? How do we make a big-time splash in free agency and or trade for Manny Machado? And then next season is a little bit more of a bigger deal. But we do lack veteran leadership. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But that's what comes with this young squad. I mean, seriously, J.P. Crawford, Scott Kingery, Odubel is young, Aaron Nola is young. They're young, but they've been in the league for so many years, which is good. Talking about Aaron Nola and Odubel, by the way. But yeah, you're right. Carlos Santana, Arrieta, these guys do have World Series experience. They've played in legit, meaningful baseball games late in October. Nobody else has. And it's crazy to think where this team can really be if we had a bullpen. I mean, we're talking about 5-6 more wins, essentially. And this team could be 47, and 47 wins right now if we did have a bullpen. But that'll come, and we do need to attack. And we can look at the playoffs this year and look for that wild card spot. But we got to realize where we actually are. We're ready. We're uprising. I mean, no doubt. We're on that jump. We're on that uprise. And this offseason's big for us. And that'll make the jump to a wild card spot to maybe going a little bit later into the playoffs by a round or two. Or maybe even the big daddy at the end of the day. But you're not wrong. We do lack a little bit of leadership, but I think that'll come with attracting players to come here due to how successful we are with a young, talented squad. So, thank you so much for that phone call. Like I said, the link is in the description on how to call in. I want to hear your thoughts on any sports topic. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think we should just grow as a young squad? Do you think we need to go attack some players with all the money we have? I mean, it's pretty obvious to me we need to go attack. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.